Welcome to Old Man George. What if I told you that there is a place in Europe that most people will never be allowed to enter? A place where time seems to have stopped more than 1,000 years ago, where ancient rules are stronger than modern trends, and where one of the continent's greatest mysteries has been preserved for centuries. But the strangest part? This place is real, and the deeper you explore its story, the more unbelievable it becomes. Welcome to Mount Athos, perhaps the most mysterious place in Europe. Millions of tourists visit Greece every year. They come for the islands, the beaches, the ancient ruins. But far away from the tourist crowds lies a narrow peninsula, unlike any other place on Earth. At first glance, it looks peaceful, beautiful, even ordinary. But as you get closer, you realize something is different, very different. This is not a tourist destination. This is a self-governing monastic state, a place ruled by Orthodox monks for more than 1,000 years. No luxury resorts, no nightlife, no souvenir shops, only monasteries, prayer, and silence. But that is only the beginning. Because the real mystery of Mount Athos starts with a rule that still shocks people today. Imagine an entire region closed to half of humanity. That is exactly what exists on Mount Athos. For more than 1,000 years, women have been forbidden from entering the peninsula. The rule is known as the Avaton. Its origins stretch back to the Middle Ages. According to tradition, the entire peninsula was dedicated to the Virgin Mary. She is considered the spiritual protector of Athos. And because of this belief, no other woman is permitted to enter. Even today, in the 21st century, in the heart of Europe. Some see this rule as controversial. Others view it as an essential part of preserving a unique spiritual tradition. Regardless of where you stand, one question remains. How has a place like this managed to preserve medieval traditions for over 1,000 years? And what exactly is being protected behind these ancient walls? Those who receive permission to visit Mount Athos often describe the same feeling. It feels like stepping into another century. The monasteries look much as they did hundreds of years ago. Stone walls, wooden balconies, ancient towers. Modern technology exists here, but life still follows a rhythm established long before the modern world was born. The day begins long before sunrise. While most of Europe sleeps, prayers already fill the air, hour after hour, day after day, year after year, generation after generation. And while the outside world races forward, time itself seems to slow down on Athos. But hidden behind these walls is something even more remarkable, something historians around the world dream of seeing. The monasteries of Mount Athos contain treasures beyond imagination. Thousands of ancient manuscripts, handwritten books, historical documents, sacred works of art. Many survived wars that destroyed entire libraries across Europe. Some manuscripts are centuries old. Others are over 1,000 years old. They tell stories of emperors, kings, saints, and civilizations long gone. Many historians consider Athos one of the most important living archives in Europe, a place where priceless pieces of history have been protected for generations. And who knows, there may still be documents hidden within these libraries that have never been fully studied. But despite these incredible treasures, they are not what attracts most people to Athos. Something else does, something far more powerful. Towering above everything is Mount Athos itself, nearly 2,000 meters high, steep, wild, majestic. For centuries, pilgrims have made the difficult journey to its summit, not in search of wealth, not for fame, but for something impossible to buy: peace. Many visitors describe a silence unlike anything they have ever experienced. No traffic, no advertisements, no endless notifications, only the sound of the wind, the sea, and their own thoughts. For the monks, this mountain is more than a place. It is a symbol, a place of reflection, a place of spiritual searching. And perhaps this is where the greatest mystery of Athos begins. Maybe the secret of Mount Athos is not hidden in its libraries, or its monasteries, or even its ancient traditions. Maybe the true secret is something our modern world has forgotten. Silence. In a world where we are constantly connected, constantly distracted, constantly rushing, Athos remains untouched, a place that refuses to follow the pace of modern life. For over 1,000 years, perhaps that is why so many people are fascinated by it, not because of what is hidden there, but because of what is missing: the noise, the pressure, the endless race. Mount Athos reminds us that not every mystery needs to be solved, and not every door needs to be opened. That was Old Man George. The secrets of our world are far from being told. Subscribe now and don't miss the next adventure.